All right, scoreless here after one. Here's Eric Branson stopping by. Erica, kind of what we've come to expect out of this series, tight checking and scoreless after one. Maybe just a thought from your group's perspective.
Yeah, I mean, we got some ozone time. You know, obviously it's a tight checking game. We got some ozone time, but we didn't really create too much with it. You know, they're on top of us today a lot more than they were last game, and you know, we got to find ways to get open, get available, and then start going downhill towards the net. Kind
of what you expected, though, coming in based on what happened last game from there?
Yeah, of course. It's been like that all series long. It's a tight checking series.
7 defensemen here again. You did it for Game 4 as well. How does that dynamic work? And, I mean, maybe some benefit playing with different guys throughout the regular season at times, too?
Yeah. Adding Stoney in there gives us a lot of versatility on the back end. He's a really good player, strong defender. He's got a heck of a shot from the point. So we need him to be teeing it up back there.
Appreciate the time.
Cheers.
Thanks for this. There's Eric Branson here after one.
We found a way to make Coke Zero Sugar taste better than ever. Don't believe us? Taste it and become a believer. Go on, try it. New Coke Zero Sugar, now more delicious. Best Coke ever? You bet.
Shouldn't he be playing basketball?
Stick to basketball.
Do they even have ice in China?
Women's hockey is just boring, okay?
Let's watch girls play.
Go back to where you belong.
Go back where we belong? This is where we belong.
Welcome inside Flames TV live at the Intermission. It's brought to you by your Alberta Ram dealers. Scoreless after one. The Dallas Stars and Calgary Flames in this pivotal game number 5. And good to hear a little Sea of Red chant early on in this hockey game as we take a look back at the first period. Love to hear it. A little Ottinger chant to begin this hockey game. Here's what took place after that. The first stop by Jake Ottinger. It comes off a pretty good look from Matthew Tkachuk in on the partial break, and he's turned aside. One of 7 saves in this hockey game from Jake Ottinger, at least in the first period. Some physical stuff, though, too, in the neutral zone. Eric Branson, who we just heard from there in the first intermission, steps up and lays out Jamie Benn at center ice. And the offensive zone time that Eric was alluding to, there was some of it. It actually comes off a point shot here at the end of a shift. Hits the top of the net, but that puck would stay out of harm's way after the fact and cleared out of the front of the net. At the other end, the best chance maybe for the Dallas Stars comes on a redirect off the faceoff. Tyler Seguin gets a piece of that point shot, and Jacob Markstrom gets the pads out. There was more of the physicality. Blake Coleman at the end of the first period lays out Michael Raffle as they change some of their forward looks. Here do the Dallas Stars. Jacob Peterson making his NHL playoff debut as well in that first period. Shots 7-7 aside. Scores 0-0. Faceoffs are in favor of the Dallas Stars. And, of course, each team had a power play in that first period unsuccessfully on both ends of the spectrum. Michael Stone drawing back in tonight. 7 defensemen, again, as Eric Branson alluded to. It's a dynamic that worked well in Game 4. He gets a couple of shots off on that power play as well, does Michael Stone in the first period. So more to come in the final 40 minutes of this regulation hockey game here in Game 5. But before we get to second period puck drop, let's head out back to the red lot. Natasha Stanishevsky is standing by with Rhett Warner.
Joined by Rhett Warner, Flames alumni. Rhett, first question for you. What do you think of this crowd and just the atmosphere that's taken over the city?
Well, it feels a little bit like 03, 04 when I was last part of something like this. So everyone's excited. I think coming off the last 2 years, they're really excited. So it feels good.
I wanted to ask you, does it bring you up any specific memories from 04? What kind of images come to mind?
It's crazy because everyone went to the Red Mile and they lived that stuff. And as players, I spent about 3 minutes on the Red Mile total. And I'm like, this is too much. And I took off. So I'll maybe get more enjoyment out of this crowd than I did the whole run in 04. So hopefully the Flames can have a long one this year too.
What would your advice be to the team? You've been in lots of tight games, high-intensity playoff games. The series is tied. What would you say to that team before Game 5?
Well, you get stuck repeating cliches, but it is what it is. Have fun. There is no stress. Go out and enjoy that game and play hard. And you've still got a couple games left, even if you lose this one, but if you're having fun, you're going to bring better energy. You're going to get more out of it. Everyone's going to feed off that. Enjoy the moment.
All those cliches are true, though, in the playoffs, are they not?
They are. You hear about a loss and you say, well, it's over. You think about the next game. Here after a win, you say the same thing. They just are true. And it's sad because the reporters get terrible answers, but they have such honesty in them. It's you got to always go to them.
What do you think of the series so far and just the way the matchup between the two teams has played out?
Well, Dallas is a tough matchup. They play hard, they're big and strong, and Bonus has got them coached up pretty good. They know how to play that, shutdown style, so it's not an easy grind out there. They're going to have to battle. I thought the Flames played very well in Game 4. They got to keep that energy up and going hard in Game 5.
All right, Rhett, thank you for this. Enjoy the red line.
Yes, I will for sure. Thank you.
Good to have Red alongside, and look at the red lot full. We're scoreless after one. The second period is just around the corner.